offline harms that we're talking about here. Scott, over to you for any additional comments and the link to the website.
Thanks, Peggy. And I put the link in the chat to UNTV. Hopefully that's accessible to everyone. If not, UNTV colleagues, please do pass that on. I mean, I think you covered it, Peggy. What we have made a first step, in trying to pull together really the enormous and the rapidly growing amount of information, of guidance and recommendations and reports coming from not only the special procedures and the different mandate holders, but also from the treaty bodies and from our own office. So there is a clearinghouse, if you will, of information out there, but it is just a first step. And I think there are still a number of gaps, despite quite a lot going on by the special procedures. And that's something we're looking at, is where are those gaps? Where has guidance yet to be developed? And what we're seeing initially is there are a lot of gaps around economic and social rights. And the other area I think where there's room for improvement just is in coordination. And perhaps, rather than adding an additional mandate holder, as so many of the mandate holders are already involved, it's a question of improving some of the communications and coordinations going on between the different mandates that are working on the impact of digital tech on the respective rights issues that they're working on. Over.
Thanks, Scott. And I should just add, I referenced the work by the special procedures, but it's all human rights mechanisms. The treaty bodies have done enormous work in these areas as well, and we try to reference that in the hub too. I don't see any more questions at this stage, so unless my colleagues tell me differently, we'll bring it to a close. We thank you all for your interest. As I said, we focused today on freedom of expression online, but there's lots of other issues in the space that we're looking at, and would be very glad to do this sort of briefing in the future on other issues in the digital space. Looking at things like the impacts of artificial intelligence on social and economic rights, facial recognition and its impact on policing, and so many issues that keep us all occupied quite a bit of the time. Thanks very much for joining us.